So I've been working with OCT for 25 years, directing a show a season, and then became education director and artistic director. And here we are today, 26 years later, and I'm directing Skippyjon Jones. Skippyjon Jones is the story of a small Siamese cat that has great adventures in his closet. So he goes into his closet and dresses up in costumes and has great adventures pretending to be a hero. And in this play, he's a hero in old Mexico and chases away a giant bumblebee that is harassing the Chihuahuas. When you start hiring an artistic team to work on a script, you start thinking about people you've worked with and look at their work and find things that you like that they can bring to this process. So Mark Hack, the set designer, I know he knows color very well, and part of that book, part of the fascination of Skippyjon Jones is the color illustrations of the book. They show the town that the Chihuahuas live in. It's where they have fiestas and siestas during the show. And then Emily Horton, who's our costume designer, came up and just said, I would like to do this show. I love this book. I would like to do the show. And she's sort of a brilliant, not sort of, she is a brilliant costume designer. So I really wanted to have her in the process. Prior to sets and costumes and casting and all of that, when you have a new work, you work with a playwright and composer, and you talk about what's important. What's really the most important, fundamental, important thing to me is there's Spanish language in that book. And there are very few books for that age range that have actual Spanish language. So we worked with the playwright and composer and talked about the second act and talked about the Chihuahuas actually speaking Spanish and Skippy being a language learner and him learning Spanish in the course of the play, and it became an exciting adventure for me. I love Skippy. Skippy is me. Skippy is someone who lives in his imagination. He doesn't want to be a cat. He wants to be a bird. He wants to be a Chihuahua. He wants to be something other than he is, and I wanted to be something other than I was. So I'm sort of Skippy. I mean, I have that thing of not being, or had that thing as a child of not being satisfied with who I was, and I wanted to be someone different. So that's the main thing for me. Skippy is me.